Hello children, good morning. Today I am going to teach you lesson 2 for the student of class 8th, and the name of the lesson is that microorganism. Microorganism, it means friend and foe. What is microorganism? Friend and foe. Then we can say that some microorganisms are friend, but some organisms are also called foe, because some organisms are useful for us and some organisms are harmful for us. So we can say that according to useful and harmful microorganism, we can see that microorganisms are our friends and also foes. Okay? Microorganism is that organism which are not seen by our naked eye. So this type of organism is known as the microorganism. Microorganism, that type of microorganism which are not seen by our naked eye, which are only seen by the microscope. So this type of organism are known as the microorganism. The branch of science, microbiology, that branch of science in which we study about different types of microorganisms are known as the microbiology. It means microbiology is a branch of science in which we study about microorganisms. And today we will discuss about types of microorganisms. If microorganisms are called our foe and friend both, then we should be learn the types of microorganisms: useful microorganism, harmful microorganism, nitrogen cycle in atmosphere. These terms are related to your lesson and I will teach you about these terms. At first, we will discuss about types of microorganisms. You know that there are many microorganisms are present in our atmosphere which are not seen by naked eye. In your hands, in your body, and everywhere some microorganisms are present which are harmful and useful both. So we classified in this chapter the types of microorganisms. How many types of microorganisms? According to their construction, their structure, their habitat, microorganisms are classified into many parts, such as bacteria. Bacteria is a unicellular organism which exists everywhere. They exist everywhere. Who? Bacteria. And there are many types of bacteria: bacilli, spira, spirilla, and cocci. These are called the example of bacteria. Protozoa. Protozoa are single-celled organism which moves from one place to another places for using pseudopodia. So protozoa are called single-celled and they are also called the microorganism because they are not seen by our naked eye, such as amoeba, euglena or paramecium. They are included in this group. Which group? Protozoa group. Fungi. Fungi have the nutrition of dead and decaying matter. It means it have capacity to making their nutrition by the process of saprophytic nutrition. that process in which an organism feed dead and decaying matter, dead and decaying part. So this is called the saprophytic nutrition, and fungi are also included in this group because they get their nutrition from decaying matter, dead and decaying matter, such as yeast, mud, mushroom. They are also included in this group and they are not seen by our naked eye. So this is classified into the microorganism. Algae. Algae have the green color but not make their process, cannot make their food, and they have the shape unicellular and multicellular both. Unicellular or multicellular. So diatoms, chlorella are the example of algae. Virus. Viruses are found everywhere and there are many viruses, and in this time we will see coronavirus. Okay, so coronavirus is a types of virus and there are many viruses which are not nicked by our name. So we can see that viruses are very harmful and some are useful for us, and they are classified into in the terms of microorganism. Okay, what is the useful microorganism? Here we have learned about the types of microorganisms. There are types of microorganisms, but now we will discussed about useful of microorganisms. Useful microorganisms. How many useful of microorganisms? How many useful microorganisms? We can say that there are many useful microorganisms which are protect our body functions, which keep and maintain our body temperature, and also we can say that there are many commercial uses, medicinal uses, agriculture uses, environmental uses are called the useful microorganism. Such we can say that commercial uses, it means that uses which is related to the commerce, business. It means bread, making bread, making cured, are made by some useful microorganisms. Cured are made by some useful microorganisms. Bread are made by some useful microorganisms. So we can say that for using commercial, it means for commercial uses, microorganisms are used. Harmful uses, it means some points are related to the useful microorganisms. Commercial microorganisms are also used for microorganisms. Next, medicinal microorganism. It is making antibiotic which are taken by us. Antibiotic. If I have headache, I take a tablet which are made by antibiotic, which are very harmful to us. Antibiotic is not good. This is very harmful tablets for future, because if we take many parts of antibiotic dose, then there is no suitable dose for us. It means if we take a dose of antibiotic, then our body functions are damaged, may be damaged. It means we can say in the similar term, यदि हम लोग एंटीबायोटिक का डोज बहुत ज़्यादा कर देते हैं, तो आगे चलकर फॉर फ्यूचर यूज कोई भी मेडिसिन आपको जल्दी काम नहीं कर सकता है, इसका मतलब यही हुआ। ओके, तो फॉर द मेकिंग मेडिसिनल यूजेस इट मीन्स सम एंटीबायोटिक, मेकिंग सम एंटीबायोटिक एंड मेकिंग वैक्सीन। Vaccine are made by microorganisms. Vaccine are made by which microorganism? If we made the vaccine of any disease, that microorganism are used in that vaccine for make. It means if we make a vaccine for a special disease, then we use the uses of this microorganism in this vaccine. You understand? Okay. Commercial uses, medicinal uses, and also use of microorganisms in the agriculture. Agriculture uses of the in agriculture we are also used of the microorganism and environmental uses. Environment, for our environmental we also use microorganisms, and you know that in our body some microorganisms, some bacteria are present in our body which are very useful for us. Okay, useful microorganisms. If any outer bacteria are enter into our body, then our body's microorganisms kill them and provide a protect to our body. Harmful organism. Mainly there are two parts, two forms classified into two forms of harmful microorganisms. One disease causing or one communicable disease. It means communicable, non-communicable. Both are. It means disease, that microorganism which carry the disease from one parent to another parent. It means one part to another part. If a microorganism carries a disease from one part to another part, then we can say that they are very harmful, then they are communicable, and they need to a medium like suffers people, air, wind, food. If we consult any disease suffer people, then we are also suffers from this disease. So they are harmful disease, and I will discuss at the last in that nitrogen cycle in atmosphere. Children, nitrogen cycle in atmosphere, these are very important, and also you will teach the standard 9th में भी आपको ये पढ़ना होगा, नाइट्रोजन साइकिल इन एटमॉस्फेयर. How? Nitrogen, the amount of nitrogen in our atmosphere in 78%. You know? 78%. If we see that it measure gases, the amount of nitrogen are the major sources, measure amount of atmosphere. If we can see that nitrogen 78%, oxygen 21%, and CO2 0.03%. Nitrogen 78%, oxygen 21%, CO2 0.03%. So here we can see that the most gas which are present in our atmosphere, that is nitrogen, and its amount is 78%. So, but by this conclusion, 78% nitrogen present in our atmosphere, but cannot take place in the forgetting the atmospheric nitrogen, such as nitrogen cycle in atmosphere. It means there is a amount of 78% in our atmosphere of nitrogen. Okay, but directly plant cannot get nitrogen from the atmosphere. Nitrogen are present 78%. This is true, but plants cannot, yeah, animals cannot obtain them directly. But they, at first, nitrogen are obtained by plants. Which plants? Leguminous plants. Which plants? Leguminous plants. The in the root nodules of legumes plants, a special bacteria rhizobium are present, and rhizobium gain the nitrogen and further it classified in the form of nitrates, and nitrates are using by nitrates are classified, broken into two parts, nitrogen and oxygen. And when the animals and human beings eat the plants, then they get the nitrogen through the plants by eating them, and this nitrogen is further removed from their body and in the form of urine, and in urine some amount of nitrogen are also included. So we can also say that nitrogen released in the form of urine of animal like human and animals, and also when that animals are dead, then their body is decomposed by the microorganism, and finally this nitrogen are released into the atmosphere. So this process is continue running. It means nitrogen cycle, this is a cycle which is running one part to another part. Then we can say that cycle in which nitrogen transfer from one place to another places. It means soil to atmosphere, atmosphere to soil. This cycle is known as the nitrogen cycle, and I hope you are understand very well, and thus our lesson 2 is going to be end. Okay, thank you.